The next thing you're going to learn is the vendors and purchases navigation menu in your Peachtre accounting software. So when you open Peachtre, you will see this navigation menu again. The first one here is business status. You have customers and sales. The next one is your vendors and purchases, and that's what we're going to talk about today. So there are two different tabs. The first one is vendors and purchases. The other one is vendor management. So in vendors and purchases, there's this window here. The first one here is vendors and purchases tasks. So these are the shortcut to the type of transaction or activities that you can perform with associated with your vendors. For example, adding or editing your vendor, writing checks, creating 1099s and timesheets and purchases, pay bills, and some reports. So you can void checks through here as well. So if you want to access it differently, you can go to task and you can perform this task as well through here instead of here. The other one here is your vendors. So these again are the list of your vendors here. You can browse it up and down. You can sort it by vendors ID name, telephone numbers, and their current balances. If you want to see the whole list, you can look through here and it will show you, and you can also sort this obviously through here. You can hide or show your inactive or active vendors, and then you can set it up and um, add additional information on this window by highlighting it and adding it here, or you can also remove it if you choose to remove it. Click OK. And this report here, you can send it to your Excel sheet or email or PDF. And I'll just close out on this one. So how do you make a vendor active or inactive? You can do that by going to the vendor list or vendor editing window, and you can click inactive or active. We'll just close that one. I'm going to close this one. The other window here is for your recently used vendor reports. So if you've viewed um, any reports recently, like the vendor list, which I just clicked a minute ago, it shows here. So you can view these or you can print it. And then these age payables are the amount of money that you need to pay in the next 30 days, 60 days, or 61 days. You can show it by graph or table. This has a specific number, but if you want the age payable report, you can click here and it will show here. You can email it, do it in Excel or PDF. You can also change it based on column or the font, or change the dates here. If you can also summarize it. And once you're done, you can just close that down. The other window here is if you're subscribed to Check and Form Peachtre Solution, then you can click here and it'll take you to a different window. The next one here is for vendor management. So if you're looking for a specific vendor here, you can click here and you can look for them based on this information right here. And that will show you the type of vendor they are, or their phone numbers and their current balances. And the same thing with our customers and sales. This window here allows you to print statement or view the statement. For example, you're looking for their purchase orders. There's none, but their payments are shown right in here. So if you want to see the whole quarter or today or all the transaction, it'll show here, and it currently show the current balance that you're supposed to make payments to this particular vendor. So the same thing, you can send it to an Excel, email, or PDF, or you can print it directly from here. Just for the sake of instruction, I'm going to just do PDF and save it here, and it should be in my desktop. Now it's gonna look like this, unless of course you change or you add additional column on this report. So let's go back here, and if you want to add additional window than what's already currently shown on your default, you can go to customize this page and remove what you don't want and add what you want shown in this window here. So again, this is pretty similar to find transaction, which was in our previous uh, tutorial, but it's also similar to the customer and sales tutorial, except that this one is for vendors and purchases. But with this, it actually gives you a very easy way of looking at things, certain, creating reports and being able to print or email it to whoever you need to send it to. So, if you have additional questions about these vendor and purchases, feel free to email me at ask@isonetworks.com. Thank you.